Do you want to know how YouTube screws over their publishers? And by publishers, I really mean the small guys. I mean, NBC, Universal, Vivo, those guys do not get screwed over. In fact, they benefit from the rest of us being screwed over, and I will show you how. So let's look at this graphic here. Here you can see my podcast 35, which is last week, copyright dispute in progress. Well, you see there's only 3 views, but it's only been up for a few hours. But for the next 37 days at least, all of the money that this podcast brings in will be paid to the publishing company of Pitbull and Kesha. Mind you, it's a 40-minute episode, and I only talk about their song for, a little bit, and I do so under clear fair use auspices, but they get all the money. They get all of it. And in 37 days, when the copyright is restored to me, when I finally get my rights back, I will not get back any of the interim money. All of that goes to them. The big publishers, they just get it all. And they don't even have to file a complaint. No, the automated algorithm picks it all up, screws you over, rapes you, and this isn't a big deal for me. I'm losing tens of cents on this, and that's fine. What's not fine is everybody else who does the same thing. It's such a ridiculous situation. All right, so let's look at some of the other ones that have been demonetized. We've got North Korea has no hydrogen bomb. There's nothing controversial about this, but because it has North Korea in the title, I can only assume, because they don't tell you, they never tell you, there's no one to talk to, you don't have a rep, you don't have anyone at YouTube who gives the first damn about you. No monetization. You cannot monetize that. So let's scroll down a bit. Podcast 24, that had a comparison. It had a story about how mashups should not be subject to the same rigor of copyright. And I played about 40 seconds from a mashup of Dolly Parton. And because of that, yeah, it's not monetized. I contested it. It took, a good month to get my rights back. But now, nobody monetizes. For the first 37 days, 38 days, they got all the money from my entire podcast. And now that my rights have been restored, nobody gets any. So that's pretty stupid. Scrolling down, how to beat terrorists before they even get started. 1 view. I assume that's me, and it's not monetized. Is it because I said terrorist? Because that's horseshit. That is absolute horseshit. I mean, why? How the Freedom Tower could have been amazing and how it isn't. Now, I put an awful damn lot of work into this, and they didn't monetize it. And when they don't monetize something, they sure as hell don't promote it. It won't show up in anybody's feeds. It won't show up anywhere unless you directly send traffic to it. It's, they don't want to spend money on bandwidth if they're not getting, if there's no money on it. So that's awesomely horseshit. What else have we got? How to prepare my open casket when I'm gone. Not monetized. I don't know why. 8 unbelievable true facts about war. You see, the little money sign is slashed out, and they don't tell me why. I don't get to know why. What your dream about your dead parents mean. Just not monetized. They don't tell you why. They don't give a shit. America needs brothels. We're long overdue. Freedom, right? Psh, screw you, pal. Walgreens and Safeway Pharmacy rip you off. 1 view which clearly is me, no monetization. But what's really fun, and this is higher up on the page, I'll have to scroll. I did a piece called How YouTube Screws You Over When It Comes to Copyright. And you'll notice the little money symbol is not blue, as it should be if you're collecting money. And there isn't a gray dollar sign with a slash through it. No, it's just a gray dollar sign. I think that's their way of telling you, don't mess with YouTube. Guys, I'd love to be your friend. I'd love to be your enemy. I'd love to be your frenemy. I would love to have some relationship with you. But I mean, God damn it, it's so stupid. Because I criticize the ways in which you rape your publishers, somehow, it's just stupid. So, yeah, in short, of the 280-ish videos I've uploaded on this channel alone, I would say about 10% of them are not monetized. On my main channel, youtube.com/glossynews, I would say maybe 40% of all the views I've ever had have either not been monetized or have been monetized with the with them sweet clicks going to somebody else. And it's, if it went to court, it would be illegal. But it doesn't. It's not a legal matter. It's not a legal complaint. It's all about terms of service. And YouTube really does have to suck up to the likes of Sony and Universal and all those guys. They really do. But do they have to screw us over to do it? Well, the short answer is, I guess, yes. Now, you could argue, well, is YouTube even profitable? Well, I don't know. That's none of my business. What I do know is Sony, Universal, and all those guys are profitable, and in no small part because of ripping off publishers like me. In terms of the audio-only version of the podcast, the MP3 version, I've never had an issue. I've never had a complaint. I've never had a takedown. I've never had a copyright notice. It's only YouTube. And I tell you guys, if YouTube could somehow figure out a way to suck more dick, they would be in the real doll business. Let's see if they monetize this video.